my name's Nick Such. I'm based at Dunstable Fire Station in Bedfordshire Fire and Rescue Service. I'm a watch manager on station here, and I've been in the service for 28 years now. Today we're going to look at the capability of the station, more predominantly the capability of the technical rope rescue unit we have got on station. We're the only station in Bedfordshire that has full technical rope rescue capability. Alongside within our region, we do have units available in Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire, but as a region, yes, it's just Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire and Cambridgeshire. The transition from work at height level 2 and bariatric into full technical rope rescue level 3 meant that we needed to enhance our equipment or improve our equipment and the amount of equipment we carry. So looking at personal PPE, we carry 6 full body harnesses, and we carry 6 sets of full arrest lanyards, and we also carry 6 sets of Petzl Grions personal work position lanyard. The helmets we have, so we use Petzl helmets, so to bring us in line with national team typing, we have red helmets with red lights for the rope rescue operators, and we have the white helmets with white lights for the rope rescue supervisors. So everything that we carry brings us in line with national team typing, the amount of ropes, the amount of equipment, the heavy lift capability, etc, etc. So moving around, so we come into our rope collection. So we have 25 metre what we class as rigging ropes. We also carry 6 50 metre ropes, and then we also carry 3 100 metres ropes, and again that is to bring us in line with national team typing. Moving around to the ancillary equipment, we have a series of wire strops for obviously anchoring around metal or kind of sharp objects. We have got ancillary equipment for personal ascent and descent, which includes personal hand jammers or hand grabs. Then we've got we utilise Petzl IDs as a descent device, so basically everybody on the unit can rig for rescue for a personal ascent and descent. Moving around, so we've got a box with carabiners, so we use a combination of 45 kilonewton steel carabiners and the larger 44 kilonewton Mahon screw links or Mahon repeats. Petzl IDs I've already mentioned, so that is our self-locking belay device of choice. So we utilise the Petzl ID on the unit. And moving around as well, we have a series of different lengths of nylon webbing slings, which again we can utilise around kind of more user-friendly kind of anchors. Within that capability, we do carry a series of large rigging plates where we can attach systems into. Moving around, we have got 2 grab bags set up there with an amount of equipment in there, and that is for us, enables us, so 2 of the crew can actually get to a point either on a building or on a natural feature, and those 2 can actually set up a system so they can actually kind of speedily and readily descend down to a casualty to assess that casualty and set in kind of other systems if required. Okay, what we're going to look at now is basically utilising temporary anchor bolts within a domestic setting. So what we've got set up here is we're kind of simulating that we have put in some larger timbers. We've actually accessed the roof space. We're putting some larger timbers there, and then what we've done is we've got holes already pre-drilled through the timbers, and then what we've done is we've actually screwed the timbers in place. We use longer timbers to span several kind of roof joists for kind of added strength and stability. So the anchor bolts themselves, so this is a shorter type anchor bolt. This is a longer type anchor bolt. This is the one we will probably use in a domestic setting because the idea is that the timbers can go in place and then literally we drill just a small hole through the plasterboard down below, and then the idea is the anchor bolt goes through the plasterboard and then up through the timber and then locks off and locates in place. So this anchor bolt was probably the one we would use, but obviously in this situation we've got no internal plasterboard. So we're simulating now. Crew member has gone into the loft space, we've put timbers in place, they're secured, we've got the temporary anchor bolts, and then our systems are located and clipped into those temporary anchors. So what we're going to simulate now is, this is a domestic setting where we're going to transition a casualty in a stretcher over an internal staircase banister rail and then manoeuvre the casualty down the stairs. So bipod is in place. We have got fore and back stay in place. So our forestay is a dedicated rope rescue system, and the back stay we can see is quite remote. The back stay is quite remote, and what we've got is we've got some dedicated static strops joined together, and then that terminates into a rope system. And we've got a backup rope system there as well. So the idea is we are going to lift the casualty in the stretcher. For this scenario, the stretcher is going to be attended. So we've got an attendant attached into the stretcher system. And then what we're going to do is we have got all our hauling systems up at the scene of ops at height. We've got them kind of anchored, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start to raise the stretcher. The attendant is going to transition the other side of our difficult edge. We're going to kind of settle and make sure the system is weighted exactly as it should be. The stretcher is bearing on the system as it should be, and our attendant. Then once we're all happy, we can start to lower. So moving on with our heavy lift capability. So this is the Bariatric Gold that I've already spoken about. So we can actually use this, like I said, it's very good for the kind of natural environment and the industrial environment. So this enables us to kind of lift heavy loads. So this will enable us to kind of lift over 2,000 kilos a load, and it also has a 4-to-1 safety factor inbuilt as well. So it is capable of kind of massive loads. This we can utilise for animal rescue as well. So we can utilise this for kind of large animals that are kind of stuck in ditches, etc., etc. As regards the setup here, so what we've simulated here is somebody, a large person, unable to kind of climb out the cab of the vehicle. So we've set up the system to actually physically lift that person out of the cab and then out, and then be potentially down to ground or onto an ambulance trolley. The system we've got set up, so we've got the bipod already rigged in place, and then we've got a fore and a backstay set up in place. So the fore and backstay, we have a turf winch in place, and then as you can see, the fore and the backstay is backed up with a rope system. So if we was utilising this for animal rescue, the turfer as a front and backstay would be sufficient, but whenever we're doing a live person rescue, we always have to utilise rope systems as backup systems in case we do have a failure of the turfer system. So our lift system is linked into what we call a ProMove sling. So this is a large 63 stone ProMove sling, so it enables us to kind of put it around or capture very large people. So the ProMove sling has been put in place. We've used a series of anchor strops to link into our lifting system, so it keeps the casualty nice and safe and secure, and then we can actually start our lift. So we're starting to transition the casualty out of the vehicle, as you see, with a 5-to-1 mechanical advantage, enables us to kind of lift very easily, and then we can set it to actually lower the person down. So simulated here, this will probably go on to an ambulance trolley, and then obviously then transferred into the back of the ambulance.
Hello there, my name's Simon Stanton. I'm a firefighter here at Dunstable Fire Station. I've been stationed at Dunstable for 23 years, and I'm involved in the technical rope rescue and the bariatric rescue. When we're talking about moving somebody in a stretcher, that's the easy part. The hard part is actually getting the person into that stretcher, and it's the most important part, because if we can minimise the manual handling risk to our crews, and we can minimise the effect on the casualty, that's all good. So to do that, we use slide sheets. We carry a couple of different slide sheets in service, but this is the one that we use the most, and this is the tubular slide sheet. Basically, the two leaves of the slide sheet work on each other, and we can link these together if we have a casualty who's in a tight confined space like a bathroom. So if we need to remove them out of the bathroom into a space where we can package them better, we will do. Lovely. And again, we all know that twisting is one of the worst types of, is where most of the manual handling injuries happen, is when we twist. So if we bring ourselves in line with the casualty, I'm not twisting, then I'm just pulling. And we're going to take the top leaf. And if you could just support your head for me a second, Marcus. We'll bring the slide sheet under, and then basically we just work our way down the casualty. When we get to a tricky bit like a belt loop, we might go at a 45-degree angle, so I'll go first, you follow up, and we just continue to work our way down. And as you can see, we've had a minimal impact on the casualty. We've not actually touched him yet, and we've got our slide sheet all the way under. Now, we would never normally do this with a casualty, obviously, but to give you an example of how weightless Marcus has become, if I pick up his legs, I can literally pull him with one hand. Yeah, he is effortlessly moving there on the slide sheet. Again, now he's on the slide sheet, I can manipulate him wherever I need him to be. If you come here, and then basically take a bit of a loop of slide sheet, we can now just lean back, and he is effortless to move. Again, I don't want to touch him, so I can use the slide sheet, and we can just push Marcus wherever we need him to be. Again, the structure's now deflated, so we want to maintain that casualty there, right?
Happy duty? Yeah.
Right, I'll hands on.